Hello everybody, my name is Pyrac, and in today's video I wanted to give you guys my general game plan to go take on Fatalis with pretty much any weapon, with a slight variation for the ranged where you go for the chest instead of the face, unless you want to try and get the face break on a ranged weapon. So let us begin. Step 1, of course, you'll land down next to him, go pick up yourself some rocks and go to tenderize his face. If you've got the temporal mantle in your build, this will be really easy. Just make sure he's not doing his belly flop before you commit to a tenderize attack. If he does the belly flop, just jump off with the roll button and you should be completely safe. Step 2, bait out attacks while standing roughly at the distance I am from Fatalis in the video to try to bait him into doing cone attacks, giving you easy access to hitting his face, while watching out for him to do that belly flop attack, which will leave him down on all fours, ready for you to wallbang him into a wall, forcing agitator, dealing good damage, and essentially progressing the fight. Step 3, while he's down on all fours, you should try to find an opening to tenderize his chest, as that's what you should be aiming for while he is on the ground, as well as keeping as close to him as possible. There are a few really good openings with the walking fire sweep, the downwards cone, and the triple fireball to tenderize his chest for free. You'll want to be trying to land damage in these openings until he stands back up, in which case you'll repeat step 2 with the cone baiting. Step 4, after the barricade is broken, you'll want to look behind the barricade to find the one-shot binder on the floor. Be sure to pick it up and then head over to the roaming ballista that should be very close by to land as much damage as possible on his chest and his face. If you've got heavy artillery here, you will get a knockdown. If not, it's still a considerable chunk of damage without heavy artillery. If you didn't get the knockdown, you should be able to also go get the regular ballista shots, and like 1 or 2 more to the chest or his body should give you the knockdown either way. Step 5, if Fatalis is going airborne quite often, you can throw down a smoke bomb to force him to land. I recommend throwing down the smoke towards the end of his animations, as that'll be the time he's searching for you, which forces him to land and continue trying to find you. But during this entire phase, just keep repeating steps 2 and 3 until his final transition. Speaking of which, step 6, after the second barricade has been burned to a crisp, head out the gate and along the wall towards the right, you'll find a ballista on the wall. Wait for his roar to go off, and then when you're safe enough, fire the one-shot ballista at Fatalis' body. He'll usually do some kind of ranged attack towards you, so just be warned if you don't have temporal mantle back. You might eat a fireball to the face if you are impatient, but with that one-shot binder you will get another knockdown. Be sure to pick up the second one-shot binder that will be just besides the ballista for later on, then run down and start hitting away at either his face or chest. If you haven't broken the face, I recommend immediately going to get the other binder shot at him so you can land more damage on the face to try and break it. Step 7, with Fatalis' new moveset, you'll want to keep an eye out for if he brings his head to his chest. This is a new attack he only gets in the final phase that will spew out fire towards only that side of his chest and then spray it all throughout the arena. To avoid it, all you have to do is position on the other side of his chest that doesn't have his face hugging it, and you'll be safe. Otherwise, keep baiting out the cones and triple fireballs while he's standing up, and staying as close as possible while he's laying down. Step 8, as you progress through the fight's health thresholds, Fatalis will fly away and spray a massive cone of flames across the section of the arena that you are on. Simply run up to him on a diagonal angle to get out of the cone in time, and as the fight continues, keep an eye out for the Dragonator being ready, as well as the second roaming ballista if he hasn't died at this point, as they will be massive contributions towards his health pool. Well everybody, that has been my general game plan for taking on Fatalis with pretty much every weapon in the game, minus the ranged weapons where you would go for the chest instead of the face if you do not want the head break, but it is quite risky to deal with that because he will be in blue flame mode. But this should easily get you enough damage on the face as well as enough damage in general to kill him in the time limit that you have. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.